सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। हरि ओम. Let us start with one Subhashita. One shloka. We saw in the last session one Subhashita which was explaining the glory of Subhashitas. Now this is another Subhashita, very beautiful. Please repeat after me. Ekamevaksharam yattu guru shishyam prabodhayet पृथिव्यां नास्ति तद्द्रव्यं यद्दत्त्वा चानृणी भवेत्। टुगेदर. एकमेवाक्षरं यत्तु गुरुशिष्यं प्रबोधयेत् पृथिव्यां नास्ति तद्द्रव्यं यद्दत्त्वा चानृणी भवेत्. Very, very beautiful Subhashita. Some words you already know. Guruhu, Shishyam, Yat, Ekam, Eva, Aksharam. Right? All some Bhavet, Prithivyam, Dravyam. Some vague idea is there about what can be the meaning. Now let us see one by one what exactly it means. Ekam Eva Aksharam Tu. See, Ekam Eva Aksharam Tu. Yat, I am keeping it separately. Ekam, one. Eva, one alone. Aksharam, syllable, alphabet. Tu, indeed. Indeed, even one syllable. Indeed, even one syllable. Yat guruhu shishyam prabodhayet. Yat, that which guruhu, teacher, shishyam, to the student, prabodhayet, teaches. That one syllable also which the teacher teaches to the student. What? Prithivyam taddravyam na asti. Prithivyam, on the earth. There is na asti, there is no taddravyam, that kind of wealth, that kind of content, material, yat dattva, giving which, anrini bhavet. Anrini. Rini means one who has got debt. Debt. D-E-B-T. Debt. Rina. Rina means debt. Rini, a person who has debt. Na rini becomes anrini. Free from debt. Okay. So what is said here? If a teacher teaches even one syllable to the student, then there is nothing in the world that the student can give back to the teacher and become free of debt. Understanding what is the meaning? Ekamevaksharam yat tu guruhu shishyam prabodhayet. If anyone in our life has taught us anything, even one letter, one syllable in any language, you go to some other state in Bharat and then you go there and somebody teaches you one simple word. Here you say like this and you learn, okay, fine. Vellam means water. You go to Tamil Nadu, Tanni, water. Neeram, go to Karnataka, water. Go to Maharashtra, Pani, water. Only one simple word different people have taught us in different languages. That guru who has taught us something, you can't give anything by which you can become free of that debt. Means what? Vidya Danam is the greatest dana. You can't pay it back in any way. That is the meaning of the verse. I hope it is clear. Now sometimes the people ask this question, Vedji, then what should we do? See, we have been students, and we have learned from so many people. What should we do to pay it back? In our scriptures, very beautiful thing is said. They say, you can never pay back. You can never pay it back. What you have to do? You have to pay it forward. Means what? See what our parents have done for us. What our grandparents have done for our parents. What our teachers have done for us. We cannot go and pay it back to them. Isn't it? So what we should do? We should pay it forward. We should do the same to the next generation what the previous generation has done to us. All the good things that we have received, we should send them forward. If somebody has taught you something, you teach a good thing to somebody else. That way you can pay back to the teacher. You can't pay anything because there is no wealth which equals, the kind of debt that you are in. So you can't pay back, pay forward. Our parents took care of us, gave us samskara. It is our responsibility to do the same with the next generation. We studied in some place where somebody gave scholarship and we studied because of that. You remember in the olden days, that's how we used to live. Now what is our job? Our job is to give such kind of help to the next generation students who want to study. If I know something, I should teach that to somebody. That is the best way to pay back. Okay? Gurudev also used to say, always, that if you learn something good, if you don't share, he used to say, you are such a useless fellow, selfish. Why? Because you are not understanding. He used to call it a donkey with gold with you. You are not realizing the value of the knowledge that is there with you. So whatever little knowledge we have gained, we should give it forward. We should make sure that it reaches. How? First by following it. If I have learned something, I must follow that in my life. Then only I can give back to the society. We can't pay back, pay forward. Okay? Very interesting. And that's why in the Taittiriya Upanishad, etc., you will see the mantras which say, Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. You should never become inadvertent or careless about Swadhyaya and Pravachana. Swadhyaya means self-study. Pravachana means teaching. What you have learned, you are taking it to the society. You should never be inadvertent towards all these things. Daily you should do it. Okay? Always please keep this thought in mind. I am remembering one incident. I was with Swami Purushothamananji, one very senior disciple of Pujya Gurudev, Swami Chinmaya. In his first batch, Swamiji studied, Purushothamananji studied, and we were traveling from Pune to Nashik at that time, and I was must be in engineering studying, young boy I was, and I was sitting in the car, Swamiji was sitting in front, and something happened because of which we were not able to reach Nashik by evening. And because of traffic, etc. And we were still in car. And Swamiji just looked at his watch, 6:30. Om Sanavatu Sanobunaktu. Now I didn't understand what happened suddenly. We were in car, driver was driving, Swamiji was sitting next, I was sitting in the back seat, and one more uncle was there, and Swamiji started pravachan. 6:30, nobody is there, no audience. I could not dare to stop Swamiji in between, so we just sat, we listened to the entire satsang, and after Swamiji everything got over. By the time we were approaching Nashik by 8:30 or so, we reached also, everything freshen up, Bhiksha, etc. everything happened. Then at night when I was sitting close to Swamiji, I said, Swamiji, what happened in the car? He said, my Guru has taught me one thing. What? That whatever I have gained, I must give. So every day, 6:30 in the evening, talk has to be there. If there is nobody in front, you talk to whoever is there in front. You imagine? We have in Chinmaya Mission brahmacharis and swamins who used to talk to trees. Why? It is because there is no people. They were posted in hill stations. So hill station generally has only, travelers coming there, stay there and they go away. Weekdays generally there is nobody. So nobody is there. So what? My job is my job. If there is nobody, I will talk to trees. Why? For me, it is helpful for me. So you imagine kind of sincerity, dedication that is there in their seva, you imagine. And we always think, oh, there are 10 people usually come for class. Today there are only 5. Let us give holiday for class. No holiday for class. 5, 5, 4, 4, 1, 1. Nobody. You speak. That kind of dedication is required. Okay? That is the point. We cannot repay back to the teachers, to the gurus from whom we have received. What is our job? Our job is to take it forward. If we can teach, very good. If we can't teach, if we don't have that capacity, help an organization or help somebody who is doing that. There are so many beautiful programs which are running in India. You see, Bharat today is filled with so much of knowledge. There are so many pathshalas running. There are Ved pathshalas. There are gurukulas. So many things are happening. If you have money, you can't teach. Help them with money, where the knowledge is being transferred. Right? So therefore, we must make this, as our duty. And this is one of the runas. If you know the concept of pancha runa, the 5 debts that we all have, and which we have to pay back by doing pancha yajna, very famous concept from Bhagavad Gita. Pitru runa, towards our ancestors. Bhuta runa, towards other beings. Nru runa, towards other human beings. Right? Then Rishi runa and Deva runa. That Rishi runa, that debt towards the rishis, those who have kept the knowledge alive, those who have brought that knowledge from like a perennial river Gangaji up to us, how we can pay back? We should study, we should imbibe, and we should give it forward. That is the only way to pay Rishi Runa. Pitru Runa you can pay by, Pitru Karma, etc., Shraddha Karma, etc. Deva Runa you can pay it back by doing worship, etc. Bhuta Runa for other beings. You can have pets, you can take care of animals, you can, give them food. Other human beings also, if you see, you can help them in many ways. But the only way to help or to pay back our debt towards rishis, towards Brahmarana, it is also called. How to do that? Study, imbibe, and then give it forward. Okay? That is the way to do it. Okay. Shloka says what? That there is nothing, there is no wealth in the world enough that we can give to the teacher who has taught us even one letter, even one syllable. If the teacher has taught us, we cannot repay the debt. Okay. That is the verse. Let us chant it again and then we will move forward. Ekamevaksharam yattu guru shishyam prabodhayet prithivyam nasti taddravyam yaddatva chandrini bhavet. See if all words are clear. All words are clear. See where prathama vibhakti guruhu, shishyam dvitiya, yat also dvitiya, prabodhayet, two karmas are there. Guru is teaching an alphabet to the student. Student is also karma, object. Alphabet is also an object. Guru is the karta. You see, Vyakarana wise also understand the verse. Okay. Let us move forward. Right. So in the last session, we saw first lakara. Lakara is tenses and moods. What is the first lakara? Lat lakara is present tense, including immediate past and immediate future. That also we understood, because there is nothing called as present. So unless you take a cushion of immediate past and immediate present, then together it becomes present tense. How to create a verb of lat lakara? There is dhatu. You add gana chinna to it. Gana chinna, you remember, symbol of each gana. Now we are focusing on 1, 4, 6, 10. These ganas only. For the first and sixth gana, gana chinna is a. For fourth gana, ya. 10th gana, a ya. You add gana chinna, then you add purusha pratyaya. Just as there were vibhakti pratyayas for nouns, there are purusha pratyayas for verbs. What are the purusha pratyayas? We have seen for parasmay pada, purusha pratyayas for lat lakara are titah anti, sithah tha, ami avaha amaha. Please say it again. Titah anti, sithah tha, ami avaha amaha. And for atmane pada, lat lakara purusha pratyayas are te ite ante, se ithe dve, I avahe amahe. We also saw in the last class different examples from 1, 4, 6, 10. All ganas, different dhatus. For prasme pada dhatus, how do they do? Pathati, patata, patanti, patasi, patata, patata, pathami, pathava, patamaha, kampate, kampete, kampante, kampase, kampethe, kampadve, kampe, kampavahe, kampamahe, etc. Diva dhatu also, divyati, divyati, divyataha, divyanti. Remember all these different things we had seen. So that way we concluded with lat lakara, present tense. So we are able to make now short sentences. Now start thinking about that. We already know how vibhaktis are used. We also know that verb follows whatever is in prathama, karta. If the karta is in prathama, then it will follow. So if the karta is saha, then the verb will be pathati. If the karta is tvam, then the verb will be pathasi. If karta is aham, then the verb will be pathami. So now you can make small sentences. We have seen the tables where how the verb takes shape, that is clear. Now start making small sentences. Saha pathati, tau pathatah, te patanti, tvam pathasi, yuvam pathatah, yuyam pathatha, aham pathami, avam pathavah, vayam pathamah. If you want to have little more what we say variations, instead of sahataute you can bring in some nouns also which we have studied. Balah pathati, bala pathati, mata pathati. Different words that we have seen, akaranta, ukaranta, dakaranta, all those you can bring in for pratham purusha. Madhyam purusha and uttam purusha will remain same. I am saying very simple sentences where there is only karta, subject and verb. Now once we go forward, you can add object also to it. Object, if you add, say for example, which verb you want to take? Chalo, let us say for example, if I am instead of patha, I am saying vadati, same way it will go. Saha vadati. Okay, he is saying something. To whom? To someone. So you add object also there. Saha tam vadati. Ramah Sitam vadati. Tvam Krishnam vadasi. Krishna Tvam vadati. So you see, you can make so many variations. Keeping the verb same also, you can have so many variations of sentences. Okay? Please think about it and how you can make it. I will just show you, just to give you an idea. Okay. Ignore this for now, okay? I am going to show you something. Ignore this for now. That we will come to little later. Okay? So now we are saying subject, object and verb. This is a simple construction of a sentence. Subject is in Prathama Vibhakti. Object is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Verb follows the subject. Correct? This much we know very well. Now when the subject is in Prathama Vibhakti, there are three kinds of subjects according to Purusha. Purusha Pratyaya, no? Third person, Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. Correct? Within each also there are three kinds. Pratham Purush Ekavachana, Prathama Purush Dvivachana, Prathama Purush Bahuvachana. So 3 into 3. Pratham Purush Ekavachan, Pratham Purush Dvivachan, Pratham Purush Bahuvachan. Madhyam Purush Ekavachan, Madhyam Purush Bahuvachan, Madhyam Purush Dvivachan, Bahuvachan. Correct? Uttam Purush Ekavachana, Uttam Purush Dvivachana, Uttam Purush Bahuvachana. Correct? Understanding how there are nine kartas? Understood? Okay. For these 9 kartas, there are 9 forms of verbs already with us. Patati patata, patanti patasi patata, patata patami patava patama, 9 over. If the verb is in Atmanepada, kampate, kampete, kampethe, kampase, kampadve, kampate, kampete, kampante, kampase, kampethe, kampadve, kampe, kampavahe, kampamahe. 9 forms are already made. Correct? Now to this, you can add 9 types of objects also. Right? So initially you can make 9 sentences. But with permutation combination, finally you can make 81 sentences. 81 sentences you can make. Take one karta, all 9 karmas, and take 9 verbs. Like that you can do. Are you getting? Are you getting? Okay. So you see here, saha, I am giving you example. Tau, te. Tvam, yuvam, yuyam. Aham, avam, vayam. These are the 9 subjects. Correct? Instead of sahataute, you can take something else also. I am okay with it. Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha, Bala, Bale, Balaha. Whatever you want to take, you can take. No problem. Guruhu, Guru, Guruvaha, Kavihi, Kavi, Kavayaha. Whichever. We have seen so many. So instead of these 3, you can do anything. These will remain same. Now in the same way, for these kartas, there will be karmas. All these things in Dvivachana. Saha, tam. Sataute, tam, tau, tan. Tvam, yuvam, yuyam, tvam, tva, yuvam, vam, yushman, vaha. Aham, avam, vayam, mam, ma. Avam, no. Asman, naha. See? This is karta, this is karma. Now start making sentences. Saha tam vadati, saha tau vadati, saha tan vadati. Vadati remains same. Why? Karta is same. The verb is going to follow what is the subject. Subject is changing, then only verb will change. Saha is same. Saha tam vadati, saha tau vadati, saha tan vadati, saha tvam vadati, saha yuvam vadati, saha yushman vadati, saha mam vadati, saha avam vadati, saha asman vadati. 9 sentences over. Take the next one. Tau. Tau tam vadatah. Vadati vadatah. Tau vadatah. Tau tan vadatah. Tau tvam vadatah. Tau yuvam vadatah, tau yushman vadatah, tau mam vadatah, tau avam vadatah, tau asman vadatah. Then take the next karta. Te. Karta is changed, verb will change. Te tam vadanti. Vadati, vadatah, vadanti. Te tau vadanti, te tan vadanti, etc. You can make 81 sentences. Just using one set of verbs. Can you get it? Are you okay? Following? I am just trying to tell you that the application of what we have studied is enormous. Don't ever feel now that you don't know Sanskrit. You know Sanskrit now. By now you know Sanskrit. The basics are very, very clear. We can make number of sentences for practice. Okay? Slowly, we will also be introducing certain exercises for you. I will be uploading slowly, so that you can keep practicing for your benefit. You can submit also, but it is mainly for your benefit. It's not that I want to check whether you are. It's for your self-study. Okay. So what will happen? Slowly you can understand. Sometimes I will give the verb. You have to guess what is the subject. If I say patasi, then the subject has to be tvam. There cannot be any other subject possible. Object can be anything, but subject has to be tvam. If I say patamaha, patamaha means vayam patamaha. There is no other subject possible. Okay? Please start to think about how to apply whatever we are studying into more things. Alright? Chalo. Okay, let us now start the next topic. Lat lakara is over. Second lakara is lang lakara. Lang lakara is imperfect past tense. Past tense basically. We are going to study distant past tense also, no? Lit lakara. That's why to make it different, imperfect this is called. Lang lakara is called as imperfect past tense. What do you mean by imperfect past tense? Set of Purusha Pratyayas, 9 for Parasmay Pada, 9 for Atmanepada, giving the meaning of imperfect past tense, which includes what has happened in the past, not today. If it has happened today, it is not coming under lang lakara generally. That's why the sutra in Panini's Ashtadhyayi says, anadyatane lang. Adyatana means today. Adyatana means today. Anadyatana, not today. Anadyatane, Saptami Vibhakti. When it is not today, that past is called as lang. But in the common practice, we use this past tense for in general past tense. Even if something has happened today, we use this past tense. Ideally, in the Shastras, it is not used, but we generally, while talking, we say, Bhojanam abhavat. Did you finish eating? Am. Maya bhojanam kritam. I have finished. Akarvam, aham akarvam. Right? So, though it has happened today itself, I ate in the afternoon, but I use it. Though the rule says that lang should be used for past tense which is not today, means yesterday, day before yesterday, past month, you can use lang. Okay, that is the meaning. Example, Balaha apathat. Apathat. If you remember, for lat lakara, vartamane lat lakara is for present tense. Balaha pathati. Balaha pathati was there. Now here balaha apathat. Apathat means a child studied. You see past tense? Studies is pathati. Or is studying is pathati. But studied apathat. Vrikshaha akampata. Vrikshaha akampata. A tree was shaking. Okay. One more grammatical point, please note here from English. Even if it is past continuous or past perfect, it is still lang lakara. Whether you want to say a child was studying or you want to say a child studied, for both apathat. A tree was shaking or a tree shook. Perfect past. For both, vrikshaha akampata. For past tense, we use lang lakara. Same thing was there even for present tense. A child is studying or a child studies. For both, pathati. Balaha pathati. Same way here also. Now, how to form a verb? The very important thing. To form a verb which is lang, first you have to add a. A is added before dhatu. Then comes ganachinna and then there are purusha pratyas. This a tells that it is past tense. See here, apathat, akampata. A is added before dhatu. So the moment you see a before dhatu, you understand that it is past tense. One simple indication is there for us. Now, please note, generally in Sanskrit, a is added for negation. Have you seen this? A is added for negation, but not to verbs. It is added for negation to nouns. Sajjana, asajjana. Sajjana, asajjana. Sajjana means noble person. Asajjana or durjana. Asajjana also is there, durjana also is there, right? Who is not noble. So, a will be added to nouns to create that kind of negative meaning, not in verbs. In verbs, a is not added as a meaning. A is added to indicate that it is past tense. Clear? So, dhatu, before dhatu, a is added, then comes ganachinna and then comes purusha pratyas. Now, please remember, purusha pratyas will be different. Not titaha, anti, etc., which we saw. That is for lat lakara. Now, there will be different purusha pratyas. Okay? Now, what? Let us see example. Examples are given here. We are going to see purusha pratyas in the next slide itself. Example. Pat dhatu, prathama gana parasmai pada. Therefore, ganachinna is a. One more a is added before because it is lang lakara. And then ta, half ta is the purusha pratyaya for pratham purusha ekvachan. Like there was ti. Ti was there, no? Like that, half ta is there. The total final becomes apathat. Apathat. Next, kampa dhatu. Prathama gana atmane pada. Prathama gana atmane pada. Because it is prathama gana, gana chinna is still a. This a belongs to lang lakara. Purusha pratyaya is ta, complete ta. Half ta for parasme pada, complete ta for atmane pada. Akampata. You see here, apathat, akampata. Apathat, akampata. Next, div dhatu. Last class I think I made a mistake. I was doing div dhatu as div dhatu. By mistake was dirgha. No, it is rasva only. While saying I said rasva only, but I had written dirgha. Please make the correction there. Div dhatu, div means to shine. So a is added before for lang lakara. Because div dhatu is chaturtha gana parasmay pada, so for chaturtha gana chinna is ya, and then there is half the of purusha pratyaya, parasmay pada purusha pratyaya, adivyat or adivyat. Vid dhatu, with to know, chaturtha gana atmane pada dhatu. Chaturtha gana therefore ya, atmane pada therefore complete the. Avidyat. Katha dhatu, to tell. Dashamagana ubhaya pada. Because Dashamagana aya is the gana chinna, and ubhaya pada therefore it can take parasmay pada pratyaya also, half the, atmane pada pratyaya also, full the. And the final will be akathayat. Now what is the final meaning? Please note. Apathat, studied. Akampata, was shaking or shook. Adivyat, shone. Shone, not shone, shone, shine, shone. Avidyata, knew, Knew. Akathayat or akathayata, told. Past tense. Tells, told. Understand how the forms are coming out. For pratama gana chinna, pratama and shashtha gana, a is the gana chinna. For chaturtha gana, ya, and for dashama gana, a ya. And then to that you add purusha pratyayas, before that you add a, and you have all the forms. Clear? Now, let us see the purusha pratyayas. Again, a table is there. If we remember the table, we can make any forms. Alright. Let us see lang lakara purusha pratyayas. First is parasmay pada purusha pratyayas. 9 pratyayas are there. I will first say, you listen first, then you repeat thereafter, and then we will do. First just listen. Ta tam an, sa tam ta, ava ama. Ta tam an, sa tam ta, ava ama. Please repeat. Ta tam an, sa tam ta, ava ama. Now these are purusha pratyayas. Pratyayas means which are added after the dhatu and gana chinna. Okay. Now sa is actually converting itself into visarga. Therefore you can see in the bracket I have written visarga. Visarga, you know. Right? So sometimes in some places you will also be taught like this. Tatam an visargatam ta ava ama. It is okay. It is one and the same. You say half sa, you say visarga, it is one and the same. Don't say that they are teaching wrong or Vedji has taught us wrong. No, both meaning is same. In school etc. some places it is taught as visarga. So tatam an visargatam ta ava ama, or tatam an satam ta ava ama. Both mean the same. Okay. Now these pratyayas are added and rupa is made, and the dhatu. So what is happening now? Apathat, apathatam, apathan, apathaha, visarga, apathaha, apathatam, apathatha, apatham, apathava, apathama. Can you see that? Apathat, apathatam, apathan. A is added before for lung. After pat dhatu, a is added as ganachinna, and then these pratyayas. Apathat, apathatam, apathan. Apathaha, apathatam, apathatha. Apatham, apathava, apathama. Okay. Chaturtha gana dhatu, div dhatu, adivyat, adivyatam, adivyan, adivyah, adivyatam, adivyata, adivyam, adivyava, adivyama. Okay, a for lang lakara, div dhatu, ya is added as ganachinna and then the pratyas. Adivyat, adivyatam, adivyan, adivyah, adivyatam, adivyata, adivyam, adivyava, adivyama. Katha dhatu also. Akathayat, akathayatam, akathayan, akathayah, akathayatam, akathayata, akathayam, akathayava, akathayama, akathayam it should be, not yam. Akathayam, akathayava, akathayama. Akathayam, not yam. Yam it should be. Akathayam, akathayava, akathayama. Okay, everything means past tense. Lang lakara pratyas you are adding a before that, you are creating dhatus that will give the meaning of past tense. Dhatu itself will carry the meaning what the dhatu has to carry, right? To read, to shine, to tell. Now you add everything. Adivyat, saha adivyat, he shone, like a star, if you want to say. So like that, these dhatus are going to decline. They are going to take forms. Now same way we saw last session also, there are some more dhatus. Prathama gana, chaturtha gana, shashta gana, dashama gana. Dhatus are there. We can take any and we can see that how they take. For example, nama dhatu. Let us take nama dhatu. Nama means to prostrate, to salute, right? So now nama dhatu you say anamata, anamatam, anaman, anamaha, anamatam, anamata, anamam, anamava, anamama. Why? Because nama is prathama gana, so a only is added. A is added before for lang lakara, then ganachinna a, and then purusha pratyas. Similarly here, let us say krudha dhatu. Krudha means to get angry. Chaturtha gana, therefore ganachinna is ya, so total it will become krudhya. Krudhya. Now to that krudhya you add a in the beginning and pratyas at the end. Akrudhyat, akrudhyatam, akrudhyan, akrudhyah, akrudhyatam, akrudhyata, akrudhyam, akrudhyava, akrudhyama. Shashta gana dhatu, exactly like prathama gana. Sprasha or visha, let us say visha. Visha means to enter. Avishat, avishatam, avishatam, avishan. Avishah, avishatam, avishata. Avisham, avishava, avishama. Pravishama. You see? Pra upasarga is added. Then pravisha. But pra is added before. So pravishama it will become. A is also there, no? Pravishama. We all entered. Past tense. Past tense. Entered. Vish dhatu. Chora and chinta are from dashama gana. So aya is the gana chinna. So chinta, let us say if it is, then chintaya. A is added in the beginning and purusha pratyas at the end. Achintayat, achintayatam, achintayan. Achintayah, achintayatam, achintayata. Achintayam, achintayava, achintayama. Okay, so achintayan. Te janaha achintayan. Those people thought. In the story, etc. Past tense is very important if you want to tell story, okay? All our stories are in the past tense only. So lang lakara only we are going to use. Unless we use lit lakara, which is very difficult to use. Paroksha, etc. We generally use simple past tense. Tatra ekah, what? Who? Raja asit. Saha achintayat. Saha achintayat, he thought. What did he think? That I should make my son as Yuvraj. I am just creating some story. But I am saying everywhere you will have to use this past tense. Asti, present tense. Asit, past tense. Chintayati, present tense. Raja chintayati. Past tense is Raja achintayat. Achintayat. Please note this point. To the verb, when a is added, it is not in the meaning of no. Achintayat, don't say did not think. No. A is to indicate past tense. Achintayat means thought. Chintayati, thinks. Okay? Okay, fine. Lat lakara. Over. Now, lang lakara. This is again another exercise which you can do. If you have created sentences using lat lakara, now the same sentences you can create using lang lakara. If the karta is pratham purush ekvachan, therefore it is chintayati, then for past tense it will become achintayat. If it is chintayami, achintayam. Okay, like this, whatever is there in the present, we can use the past tense also and create again 81 sentences minimum, the way I have explained. Okay, so lang parasmay pada. Now lang atmane pada also. Lang atmane pada pratyay also. Ta itam anta, thaha itham dhvam, I avahi amahi. These are the purusha pratyayas for lang atmane pada. Please repeat. Ta itam anta, thaha itham dhvam, I avahi amahi. Ta itam anta, thaha itham dhvam, I avahi amahi. Please note ta, complete ta. So if it is half ta, you understand that it is parasmaypada pratyaya. If it is full ta, you understand that it is atmanepada pratyaya. Okay. Many people ask me this question, Vedji, how do you know whether some dhatu is parasmaypada or atmanepada? I have told you, it is like knowing linga. You can't know it for sure. By seeing the form, you can guess. But again, you can't be sure. You have to know it. And that's why people who used to study Vyakarana or Sanskrit language before, they used to memorize entire dhatu pata. Because of which they already know that dhatu is in which gana and therefore what gana chinna will come, it is in which pada, whether it is parasmay pada or atmane pada or ubhaya pada. What is the meaning? Even meaning they used to memorize. You must have heard, no? Dukrun karane, kru dhatu, ashtamagana ubhaya pada, karane, to do. This kind of dhatu pata is there. Panini's dhatu pata is there. Okay. Some dhatus have got multiple meanings are there. Same dhatu has got, but they used to memorize all that. Now how do we? We can guess. By seeing the form, we can guess. If titaha anti is there, then we know it is parasmay pada. If te ite ante is there, we know it is atmane pada. We can guess. But to know for sure, you have to study still more. Okay. So for atmane pada, these are the pratyas. Ta itam anta, thaha itham dhvam, I avahi amahi. The way the dhatu is, the kriya is created is same. A is added in the beginning, then comes dhatu, then comes ganachinna, and then these purusha pratyas. Example, kampa dhatu, akampata, akampetam, akampanta, akampathaha, akampetham, akampadhvam, akampe, akampavahi, akampamahi. Again here, I hope you have noted A, because there is E, A plus E becomes A. This happened in Lat Lakara also. Kampe, kampavahe, kampamahe. Kampe happened there also. Right? So, akampata, akampetam, akampanta, akampathaha, akampetham, akampadhvam, akampe, akampavahi, akampamahi. Okay. One suggestion is there. When you are attending live class, don't worry about writing everything. See, the videos are available on YouTube. You can go back again and pause. Then I will not speak. I will not disturb you. Screen will be there. You can nicely write whatever you want to write. That pausing etc. is not possible in live class, in Zoom. For YouTube it is still possible. There are many people who do that. But YouTube, anyways the video is going to come there. Focus, understand. Then you want to complete the notes, you can watch it again and pause and then go forward 10 seconds and then take the next thing and write it again. You can comfortably do. Okay, just a suggestion. If you want to take, otherwise leave it. Next, Chaturtha Gana Atmanepada Dhatu, with, to know. So, Chaturtha Gana, therefore, Gana Chinna is ya, Vidya. To that Vidya, for Lang Lakara you add a before it and then Purusha Pratyaya after it. Avidyata, Avidyetam, Avidyanta, Avidyathaha, Avidyetham, Avidyadhvam, Avidye, Avidyavahi, Avidyamahi. You remember we had taken this example. Aham avidye, I knew. Avidye doesn't mean ignorance. With this knowledge, avidya is ignorance. Avidya means there are two ignorances. Dve vidye veditave, correct. If it is used as noun, it is fine. But for verb, avidye, aham avidye, I knew. I knew. Okay. Aham vidye, I know. Aham avidye, I knew. Vidye vidyavahe vidyamahe was there, no? So, here past tense. Aham avidya, I knew. Avidyavahi, avidyamahi. Chaturtha Gana. Dashama Gana also. Akathayata. Aya is the Gana Chinna. So, akathayata, akathayetam, akathayanta, akathayathaha, akathayetham, akathayadhvam, akathaye, akathayavahi, akathayamahi. See how the verbs are formed? Now, same way, there are extra dhatus. You can practice. Bodh, Pacha, Naya, Dhava, Vaha. These are in Prathama Gana. Yudh, Budh, Deep. These are in Chaturtha Gana. Dhru dhatu, dhar it becomes. Shashtha Gana and Chor and Chinta. Ubhay Pada, so they can take Prasme Pada also. Atmane Pada Pratyas also. Let us take, for example, which one you want to take. Dhav, let us take, to run. Dhav means to run. Adhav, adhavata, adhavetam, adhavanta, adhavathaha, adhavetham, adhavadhvam, adhave, adhavahi, adhavavahi. Two words will be there. Adhavavahi, adhavamahi, adhavavahi, adhavamahi. Okay. Chaturtha Gana Dhatu. Let us say which one you want to take. Deep or Yudh. Yudh means to fight. Ayudhya. Ya will get added for Chaturtha Gana. Gana Chinna. Ayudhyata. Ayudhyetam. Ayudhyanta. Ayudhyathaha. Ayudhyetham. Ayudhyadhvam. Ayudhye. Ayudhyavahi. Ayudhyamahi. Dhru, Dhara. Same like Prathama Gana. A is the Gana Chinna. Adharata, adharetam, adharanta, adharathaha, adharetham, adharadhvam, adhare, adharavahi, adharamahi. Chinta dhatu, Dashama Gana. So it will become Chintaya. So achintayata, achintayetam, achintayanta, achintayathaha, achintayetham, achintayadhvam, achintaye, achintayavahi, achintayamahi. This is how they are going to, the verbs are going to be formed. Lat lakara is present tense. Lang lakara is past tense. Simple past. Though it is called imperfect past, in your mind you understand it is simple past. Any past tense you can use this. Suppose you want to specifically use that it is very, very old, long back it happened, there is lit lakara which we will be studying in the next session, where the distinction you can make. But you can even use past tense to tell something which happened long back. Okay, you can say Ramo Nama Babhuva. There was a king in the past, there was a person in the past named Rama. Or you can say Ramo Nama Abhavat. Bhubhava dhatu, same. Abhavat, because Atman is Parasmapada, not Abhavata, Abhavat. Right? So you can say Abhavat or you can say Babhuva. Babhuva is lit lakara. Next time we will study. Okay? Okay. Lat lakara, lang lakara. Present tense and past tense. Alright. Please remember why we started studying Sanskrit. Don't forget. This is Sanskrit for Shastra-study. We are making more and more sentences so that it becomes fixed in our mind how the Purusha Pratyaya, Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, Vachana, how it is matching. Okay? If you want to practice speaking, there is a different kinds of course that you will have to do. How to use them in your daily life, in your daily conversation. That's a different kind of course. We are not doing it for that. We are doing it so that we understand when we read the Shastra. Okay? All these terms will be used, all these forms will be used, all these verbs will be used. We will understand the meaning. Chalo, let us conclude. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Harihi Om.